welcome back to watching Discland Stars. This is episode 2 of Discland Stars, event number 7, which took place in September 13. And we're going to watch the lead group taking on the second part of the course. We have those guys running through the screen, and if you haven't watched the first part yet, make sure that you go check it out. We have a quite interesting puzzle going on, which is going to be quite intense in some places. Like we can see actually here, it's actually 3-stroke lead, but on this course this means nothing, especially with 10 holes to go, and everything can still happen. And we have the chase card making moves with Ada and Yuri Vector, like we can see on this table. So we're going to start off with hole number 10, 47 meters. This is really short, guys, so you're going to see it momentarily like this. And you can see already the basket is over there, so it's going to be a little bit jump out range basically. So we saw Ryder making his stroke, and now it's turn for Twist, trying to skip it up there, actually not so bad. And now we're going to see Rothenberg, who started on the lead this round, actually sharing the lead with 10 under. This round hasn't been kind to him, so it's now at 9 under. Idnur, third place right now, fighting with the chase card guys. Willman, who has been having a kind of really bad day, not a single birdie yet. Young guy, young gun. And first off, he's going to be right there. Doesn't have a look, so once again, knee down, and just trying to make it a birdie, because with this distance it's a kind of must get, and it spits out. So Willman, good job. Now we're going to have Idnur, and it's kind of tucked behind those guardian trees, or how you want to call it, guardian push trees or whatever. Still has to lean out, and it goes in. Nicely done. Now Twist from basically the same spot as Willman, and a miss, so didn't believe in himself. Rothenberg, a birdie, so 1 stroke taken back already. Like I said, 3 strokes lead means nothing on this track, and 3 birdies, 2 pars. It's not bad actually on this track, because so we move on to track 11, 62 meters, par 3. We see OB everywhere and Mondo tree on the right. Actually, a day early we had a cleanup, so this track has to be a little bit changed. The basket is in the same position, but the tee is a little bit further left. So with forehand, you have to flex it a little bit more, so it's more approachable with the backhand, unless you throw it like this and hit the tree and go to the OB. Willman showing the correct line, and the operator slipping a little bit, so losing the track of the disc. And the competition leader, and right now it's making his nice throw. So we have Twist now, maybe cut it too much inside, luckily it didn't go OB, so it's fair enough. Idnur just pitching it up. There's nothing you can do from this distance because I have OB in the back. Twist giving it a run, but the low ceiling stopping it. And Willman ended up here. Step putt and in. What a nice spot that was. So without any birdies on the, okay, Rothenberg missing it, not believing his luck. So Willman, without having any birdies in first 9, getting 2 birdies in a row now. Ryder also missing, knows he needed actually that. Missing again. Oof, that's harsh. So it's kind of putting it in, smashing it in from everybody from this position. Rothenberg and Ednom is going to clean up this double bogey. Oof, that's harsh, especially with the fight with the chase card. So there's the next track, and we're going to move on to track 12. So we have dog leg right. It's really short, but the bushes on the right are really big. We have Mondo on the left, and we have OB long, and we have OB right, which is basically the fence to somebody's home yard. Willman going for the forehand roller. I haven't seen this play out that good, but he actually managed good. Rothenberg not missing the tree you need to miss, but getting a lucky kick. So right now makes an actually quite good trail, and who is trying to repeat that, actually almost doing it. That was really nice. It's the branches up there and goes to the right, unlucky skip or kick, and wow, the wind just took it. If you haven't watched the first part, we already told you that the wind is actually extremely crazy. Maybe you can hear it in the background, but you can see the bushes moving, and right now we are not even close to the real wind. At the same time when Ednom is kicking his disc out from the bushes. And Rydia is going for his birdie putt. At the same time we're seeing Ada in the background trying to make his charge for the podium. Rothenberg par. Do his nice putts. So here is where Willman ended up. Kissed a little bit the chains, but didn't stick. We didn't have any bogeys here, so that is good for a track which was by the round average by 3.1. So everybody stayed below the average rating. So track 13, actually the longest hole on the course. We have 91 meters. It's basically, if I calculate by head correctly, around 290 feet. And we have the leader starting. And where did it go? It went actually to the right. Tuisk trying as really straight as possible, but maybe too low. And yeah, that's actually the best approach on this track. You just go really straight, but really inside of the mango tree on the right. This is skipping too high with this wind, and we can already see the trees from playing around from the wind coming from the lake, and Willman obviously was distracted by it, so giving it a little bit run from this distance. Can go OB long, but not this time around. He's choosing his options and disc, so chases the disc and makes this kind of run. Not too bad actually. And Ryder has this left. He went too much to the right. He's in the bushes, but he has an upshot. But I think, yeah, it's just too short. He's not happy about it. And Rothenberg making a little great run, but at least he parks it. And Tuisk making a small run again, but not this time around. So Ryder actually knows at this point what the scores are, and he really needs it, so he's waiting for a little bit calmer moment. has a strong headwind and makes it stick. So good decision to wait a little bit. So this hole played by average, it was 4.1. Ouch, that was in the background. That's basically one of the reasons why the average was so big. And just guys taking bogeys out of nowhere. The wind coming in, not calculating correctly. Windman collecting his double bogey and basically zeroing in all this hard work from the previous 3 holes. And we're going to move on. When the lead is now 4 strokes actually. Going to move on to hole 14, where you can see OB on the right. That's only contention you have to think about. It doesn't come to play because it's a walkway. You only go there when this gets really heavy kick from any of those million trees you see in front of you. Two's kick actually was a little bit lucky. It kind of stayed in the middle of the fairway, so he has a good approach from there. So it was going for the skip, but he didn't slide there where he wanted it. And Rottenberg really needs this, so he's really trying the inside route, but didn't work. And we couldn't see a backhand here. So it goes through everything, but since the really short hole, it's going to travel very far. And to his approach didn't work. And Rottenberg does, so it's going to be an easy par for him. And we know at the same time we can check out the statistics. Average for this hole was 3.2. Wow, that was actually a nice put on this. Tusk is really having a nice day with his putting. And right there. This is a birdie. This is a really important birdie. So the swing went on his way in last 3 holes, and the lead is like 5 strokes. Windman is coming out of the bushes. Ian Norton for his par. And Windman for his par. So actually all the guys again below average, which is good for the lead group. Hole 15. And it's more dog left to the left than the map actually shows. But this is the line you want to shoot. The best line is for the forehand and a little bit flex, and to turn, so it turns to the right in end. The idea didn't execute at all, went super straight. So this is almost it. But you needed to go more to the inside. You needed to go very inside because the basket has guardian trees. You're going to see them in a moment. This hole played by average 3.1, so in the very middle of the difficulty this round. And Windman actually opting for the roller again. Really nice and kind of a little bit lucky for Ryder to go all to went through all of these trees. And this is why Windman actually ended up with that roller. And that was so close. You really needed that. And twist again, nice putt, dude. And Rottenberg back to 10 under. This game is really up and down this time around. Rottenberg actually has won this event. I think it was at event number 5, and this event is monthly, so a couple of months ago. So he would really like to add to it, but we move on to hole 16. Almost the easiest hole on the course, if you count hole 19. If you don't count hole 19 as a hole, then it's the easiest. So here we can see we are on a little bit a little bit tiny hill, and the basket is right there for the taking. But it's a little bit taunting because as we are amateurs, you just have to hit the gap so correctly. Like video here shows a little bit off, and you hit any of those trees. And sometimes it's good to go really off, like it went there and got a lucky kick. That actually went almost in. We almost had a hole in one on video. That actually went in, almost in as well. That was so close. And birdie for Rottenberg. 2 birdies in a row. Really nice for him. Actually making a push now, since radio is going to collect another par from this hole, meaning past 2 holes Rottenberg has been taken back. So to risk. Another good part from him, and he's sitting on -6. So radio collecting his par, and Willman collecting his birdie. At least he's getting some greens on the scoreboard. So we're going to move on to hole 17. It's basically like hole 14, but a little bit longer, a little bit less trees, but still million trees around you. Like you can see, a really low ceiling, and you basically have 2 caps. You have to hit either this little bit wider cap, hit it almost perfectly, or the inside cap. I think this is going to from the outside. I think it hit some trees, but I'm not sure. We didn't see it from here. And it was going for the inside cap actually, but looking from his face, it wasn't good enough. And I almost hit the inside cap. And what is the leader going to do? Pressure is on him now. The outside cap, it flies. Where did it go? I think it's close enough. So we're going to have Willman now. It hits trees so that he doesn't have anything. It's just the upshot from there. He'd know as well. This little tree stopped his flight. Actually giving a really nice try. And Ryder really needs this to stop this bleeding. And he's taking his time. He's going for it. He misses. And he really needed this. Twist. Another birdie. That's really hot turkey. Really good job, dude. Rottenberg needs this birdie, and he gets the birdie. Also 3 birdies in a row. And actually, if Rottenberg would have avoided that bogey, would have right now 1 stroke difference. Like I told you, it's still a battle. And we see moving on to the 18th. So this is again a short track. OB all around, but the basket is tucked in really nicely, so there's no way you can go straight to it. Like you can see, there's trees everywhere. So best option is the skip shot, and this went too fast. OB. Is this over for Rottenberg for his push? He's just 2 strokes behind. After this hole, we have only 1 hole left. 1 hole where everything can happen, where you need to get birdie or you lose strokes on everybody. And right there, it goes 2 straight, and the bad kick on top of it, OB as well. It's still opening the door for Rottenberg, but Willman. What a nice putt from between the trees. Rottenberg. In it goes. Pressure back on Ryder. In as well, two leaders really battling it out. We have only one hole to go. Twist taking his par. He made his upshot so fast I didn't even notice. And Idnur happy about this, obviously. And Wilman as well. So we move on to the very last track. This is how it looks. Island jump but hole where you have to go through the triple mando. And here we go. Idnur starts. Nice, he made it. If you don't make the island, you go to the drop zone behind the triple mando. I've seen people go into the drop zone and taking again a penalty, not making the mandos, just try too hard to hit the basket from there. And Rothenberg, that's actually nice. And we have Ryder pressure on him again. And it's done. So we have make in, and we have the winner. Right here is the winner of the 7th Discland Stars, and congratulations to him. Wilman ends up with a birdie, +1 for the round, -3 for the event. Rothenberg -2 for the round, -10 for the event. And Twist as well, -2 for the round, I believe, actually -4. And Idnur also really nice. I think he finished on 3rd position. We're going to see the final standings here. They are. They actually beat Twist in the playoff round for the 4th position. So good for him, coming from the chase card, chasing the guys down, equaling out the hot round with Ryder with 5 under. Really nice guys, and it was fun. Thank you for watching. Hope you liked. Subscribe, watch my other videos, and see you next time.